Can we get the show on the road?
Yeah.
Good afternoon. It's Robert and Julia Miller with the J. Patel Group and Rethink Real Estate with another exciting real estate update.
Neither one of us.
Episode number 60?
60?
Yeah. Moving right along.
Moving right along. Neither one of us are in uniform.
I know.
Yeah.
It's okay.
At least we're dressed somewhat appropriately.
Right.
Professionally. Are you ready for my joke? Is that...
Yeah, go ahead.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, maybe what he was wanting me to say right now. We are almost at 100 subscribers, actually. So,
excellent.
Excellent. Yeah, we will certainly celebrate. Maybe do a drawing for a gift card or something like that at that point.
Just give it away like you got it. All right, go ahead.
All
what
right.
you got?
Well, did you hear about the elephant that no longer mattered?
No.
Never mind. It's irrelevant. I knew I was going to mess up the delivery on that one.
It was bad enough, and then you messed it up to make it even worse. Wow. Okay.
I cracked myself up.
A burglar broke into our house last night.
They did?
Yeah, I didn't shoot him.
Why not?
Well, I just took that little red laser dot and put it right in the middle of his forehead, and our 3 cats did the rest.
Unfortunately, our one cat, who you may or may not have seen in the background, would not really do much.
No, he would probably ask to be pet.
He
and
never,
fed.
he never has done much with those laser lights.
No, he's not a fan.
No.
Okay.
All right, moving right into today in history, or this
Yeah,
week
let's
in
do a
history.
little bit of history.
Yeah.
Not an exciting week in history this
No.
week, but
For news, I think. News seems a little light too, but
yeah, well, there's a little bit going on. Okay.
okay.
2001, the FTC approves the merger of America Online,
AOL.
You've got mail, and Time Warner, January 11th.
I do remember that. Mm-hmm.
1984, Wendy's Where's the Beef ads with octogenarian Clara Peller debuts January 9th.
I meant to look that up because I don't remember an older woman being used in any ads.
Apparently she was.
I remember the redhead cartoon girl,
Well, that was
which
Wendy.
is Wendy, but
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know who Clara Peller is.
Yeah, Where's the Beef? Told you it was a slow week. Okay, 1973, January 15th, President Richard Nixon suspends U.S. actions in Vietnam. So that was
that was major.
Excellent history day.
That was.
1973, Miami wins the Super Bowl January 14th, completing the NFL's only unbeaten season, and we still have never had
I didn't realize this was a thing.
The New England Patriots came the closest. They went undefeated all the way through, and then they lost to the Giants in the Super Bowl here in Arizona.
Wow.
Actually. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would not have guessed the Miami Dolphins had that title.
Yeah. Eli Manning and the Giants beat the Patriots. Let's see. Moving on. 1972, January 9th. Ocean liner Queen Elizabeth is destroyed by fire in Hong Kong Harbor.
We have some cruise news in the history today.
I did
Well,
not
that's
know
kind
that.
of, I didn't realize that either.
Yeah.
That's kind of sad.
So
Cruise
learn
news.
something new every day. 1964, January 11th, Surgeon General's report classifies cigarettes as a definite health risk.
No duh. And yet, all they do is put stuff on the labels. Don't get me started on this one, but...
So those advertisements the cigarette companies used to put out where their doctor recommends that brand of cigarettes, I guess they had to stop doing that.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Okay, 1943, this is funny, on January 12th, the U.S. government decries frankfurters be called victory sausages.
I have never heard that.
No more frankfurters.
I remember when we were supposed to stop calling them French fries too. I forget what we were supposed to call them. Probably victory fries or something ridiculous like that. But
Oh, boy.
I've never called a Frankfurter anything other than a Frankfurter.
A hot dog.
A hot dog, a weenie.
Yeah.
I mean, like, anyway.
1902, Popular Mechanics publishes its first issue on January 11th.
Wow, 1902? I didn't
Yep.
realize Popular Mechanics goes back that far.
Sure.
Wow.
Okay,
Moving right into the
let's move
news.
on to some economic news. Omicron strain. Economists worry the new Omicron coronavirus variant could inspire people to buy goods instead of services. Like
Okay.
toilet paper. Compounding inflation amid an already strained supply chain. COVID hit a one-day record last week with 1 million new infections. Unfortunately, yesterday
This week, yeah.
we had 1.5 million, so that's another new record.
Yeah.
So this Omicron is just going through like a wind-aided wildfire, but we'll see.
Yeah.
The National Retail Foundation's holiday sales totals are due this week too. That's
Yes,
gonna be
we're waiting on those.
Yeah, that's going to be
Yeah,
huge
waiting
to
on
see
those.
that. A couple other reports coming out that are really going to have an effect on the market, I think. One of them was today. We'll get to that one.
Okay.
So December data downer, and this is actually a downer but an upper. The U.S. Economy added 190,000 jobs in December, fewer than expected amid a massive coronavirus surge.
Right.
However, unemployment hit near a 50-year low at 3.5%.
Yeah, and Arizona is one of the lowest.
And I heard a report today that like they look for like 4% on average, because you're gonna have 4% of the population that just
Yeah.
does not work,
Right.
and or is in transition or something going
Yeah, there's
on. So
always
you're
that
always gonna
3 to
have like
4.
4%,
Yeah.
and we're at 3.5%. So.
Right. So,
Okay, oil. This could be something to really keep an eye on. Oil ministers agreed last week to stick to a planned production increase in February as energy investors weigh Omicron impacts. Headed by
Right.
Saudi Arabia and Russia, the OPEC alliance is unwinding record supply cuts after the pandemic
Yeah.
cratered demand. Geopolitical factors could still play spoilers. So we don't need oil or gas prices to go up anymore. So
Right.
let's see how this plays out.
yeah.
That was according to CNBC. Okay, housing news.
Housing news.
Down payments. This is something that we always kind of, everybody thinks 20% down, 20% down. But really, despite the current hype around all cash home purchases, most buyers, 87%, choose to finance.
Oh, yeah.
And I think as a lot of people that are able to pay cash finance because the rate is so historically low, it's almost like
It's
free
like
money.
we tell people right now, yeah, loans are cheap, or
So I think-
borrowing money is cheap right now.
Yeah, I think that number's going to change as the interest rate goes up.
Sure.
People that are able to will start paying cash
Uh-huh.
again. While
Yeah.
35% of potential buyers surveyed believe they need a down payment of at least 16%.
Where does that number come from?
Well, that's that 20% thing. It's,
Oh.
people think they have to have 20%.
Okay.
Actual down payments for first-time home buyers have averaged 6 to 7% since 2018.
Yeah, there's that 5% conventional that you can get if you qualify, of course, if your lender offers it. Most do. So yeah, talk to your lender about those things. Special programs with low to no down payments. So, although the more you put down, the less PMI that you have, obviously.
Yeah,
Or
obviously
if you
you
get
want
into
to
that bracket
get
to
to
where you don't have to worry about
20%.
it.
If
Yeah.
you can do a conventional less than 20%, then once you hit that 20%, then you can have the PMI dropped off. Now, FHA, unfortunately, if you go FHA, that's for
For the
life.
life of the loan
So you'll have to
now. Yep.
refinance your loan once you hit
Yeah.
20%. So talk to your mortgage provider for
Yeah.
more details on that.
And I read a couple of places this week, or so far anyway, it's only Tuesday, but that they're expecting refinances to go back up again, just probably because there's a scare about interest rates going up. So
Yeah, I'm going to talk
I
about
think-
that. I got a couple
oh,
special
you've got some about
reports on
that. Okay,
yeah.
so yeah, I'm hearing a lot about that.
Absolutely. Okay, second homes in December 2021, demand for vacation homes was up 77% from pre-pandemic levels. Interest in second homes started to surge in mid-2020 as affluent Americans took advantage of low mortgage rates and remote work. Demand is expected to remain high well into 2022 as mortgage rates are still quite low. That's according to Redfin.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, regulatory news. The prospects of a Fed triple threat of tightening sent the market into a tailspin last week, and it really tanked, but it actually started a little slow and then has recovered quite a bit. And in minutes released from its December meeting, the Fed indicated expectations to raise rates, taper asset purchases soon, and possibly tee up a balance sheet reduction. That's your triple threat.
Oh, okay.
All three moves were expected, but not at the same time.
Okay.
So that's according to CNBC.
What is that balance sheet reduction? What are we saying there?
Well, the Fed was buying 120 billion in bonds every month. So now they've got this surplus of bonds they need to unload. So they need to, their balance sheet needs to come down.
So
now
they're not only going to stop buying, but they're also going to start selling off what they have?
Bingo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, Powell hearing. The Senate Banking Committee will hold hearings this week, and it actually happened today, on the renomination of Fed Chair Jerome Powell. Market expectations currently are for the Fed to start raising its benchmark interest rates in March. So that'll be the first of 3 or 4 interest rate increases, which would mean that balance sheet reduction could start before summer. That's according to Reuters. And the market was holding its breath on how this information would be received. It was, I would put the word as reassuring to the market, because the market rebounded substantially after this took place today. So I
thought you were going to say it stabilized, but it actually rebounded. So.
Yeah, we're actually heading up in positive territory towards the end of the session. So
all right, we'll see what tomorrow brings. But
yep. Okay.
All right.
So that's your news.
Economic, housing, and regulatory news. We'll move over to special reports.
Now, interesting. We're talking about if interest rates go up, the real estate is going to slow down. What if it actually had the opposite effect and it caused interest rates to, or real estate activity to skyrocket?
Okay.
Possible?
Possible, sure.
Rising rates pressure buyers.
Yeah.
This is an article from Realtor Magazine. House hunters are watching mortgage rates closely. After all, every increase could have an impact on affordability, particularly given escalating home prices. Nearly half, 47% of home buyers recently surveyed say they would feel more pressure to buy a home if mortgage rates pass 3.5. Well, guess what?
They did.
According to a new consumer survey conducted by Redfin. So it's actually going to put a bit of pressure and cause maybe a bit of a rush to the market. So,
yeah, because I mean, people start seeing it go up. They're like, "Oh, we've got to hurry up and get our loan, our rates locked in, get a house. That way, it doesn't go up over 4."
Right.
You know.
And you remember last week we talked about would the pressure on mortgage interest rates and your ability to how much home can you afford, would that cause a desire for smaller homes versus larger homes?
Yeah, we did talk about that.
Yep. The buyers who were surveyed say that increases in mortgage rates would also have an impact on the type of home they decide to purchase. They will change their target areas, so where they're shopping, they're going to look for more outskirts. And I got another article to talk about that a little bit. Okay. So they'll move a little farther away, possibly from work, to buy a home, and they'll seek a smaller one.
Yeah.
So mortgage...
You start trying to figure out what's important. Like, okay, do we really need that other bedroom? Do we really need a pool?
Right.
You know, those kinds of things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mortgage rates increasing will make home buyers less mortgage rate increase rates increasingly will make home buying less affordable.
Yes, obviously, yeah.
Says Daryl Fairweather, Redfin's chief economist. Over time, that will put the brakes on demand and put an edge to double-digit annual price growth. And we've talked about, and Lawrence Yun of the National Association of Realtors also is saying about 5.7 appreciation this year. We're running, it's dropping a little bit. I think we're going to end up maybe 18%. We haven't got the numbers yet for the year, but
I'm still seeing 19.1.
19.1?
Yeah, I'm still
okay.
seeing
It's going to
19.1.
be in that range is what we were going to
And we're
have had
struggling
for
with
this year.
affordability right now as a nation, having affordable homes for first-time home buyers and
Right.
people trying to buy at the average home prices. It's just, not the average home prices, but the average home size, it being affordable for,
Well, again, like we said last
Most
week,
people.
most buyers are gonna buy as much home as they can afford. And
Right.
that's gonna be dictated by the mortgage payment, and the mortgage payment's gonna be controlled by the interest rate, so.
dominoes.
Put in the short term, this increase will light a fire under home buyers and make an extremely competitive January
Okay.
and maybe February. So we'll see how these first 2 months pan out.
Okay.
So hot zip codes in metropolitan Phoenix.
There we go. What you got for us?
So believe it
Who
or
put
not,
this out?
topping the list is a zip code in Queen Creek. So again, we're looking out away.
Yes.
Okay. Maricopa, same thing. Very affordable there in Casa Grande. Are very affordable.
I think
There's
those
a
are-
lot of new home construction
Yeah, there's a
going
lot of new
on.
home construction. There's a lot of e-commerce going on too. A lot of economic growth, manufacturers coming in and things like that. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those outskirt areas are seeing robust home sales.
who else do we have there on that
Sun
list?
City.
Yeah, Sun
Yeah,
City. Look at that.
85351. So
Huh.
heart of Sun City. So obviously we're seeing more and more people retiring
Interesting.
to Arizona.
Okay.
So that's a very positive area. And for you Vistancia folks and Trilogy folks,
Peoria
Peoria,
made the list.
85383, number
Yeah.
4 in the
Number
entire
4.
valley. So
Nice.
congratulations. We are up in the echelon there.
And these are statistics from Open Door. It looks like.
No, this is an article from AZ Big Media.
Ah, okay.
Yep. It's actually from, they got it from Open Door.
That's what I said. That's exactly what I said.
Yeah, but I listened the second time you said it. I wasn't listening the first time. So. Buckeye always makes this list, 85326. It's just being in that I-10 corridor. They are always up there as a.
Well, yeah, and you have to remember Buckeye also has Sun City Festival and Tartesso and some really big communities that are still building, still growing, resale and new homes sell. So that doesn't, it kind of surprises me, but not that much. So
Square footage wise or acreage, that is a massive city.
yeah, totally.
I mean, it is just, you feel like you're driving to California to get out to Tartesso.
Tartesso,
It is.
yeah, it's huge, yeah.
Yep. Okay, Goodyear, it's kind of the same area. Casa Grande, we talked about, that's an upper coming. North Scottsdale, that's surprising, 85255.
I wonder if that's up by Rio Verde.
Oh, yeah, that could be, because
There's
that's,
some construction and stuff going on up
yeah,
there. So.
yeah. Santan Valley, two zip codes in that.
I have no
area.
idea what to say about Santan Valley.
Santan
I have
Valley,
nothing.
that's way the heck up
I
there,
have a
so.
friend that will help me if that's where you want to go.
Yeah. Okay, so as we're saying, we'll continue to see a spike of interest in outer suburbs
Yeah.
of Phoenix as the fast-paced race to find affordable housing continues into 2022.
Yeah. It's tough. It's tough right now to find something below 500,000, really.
Yeah, well, you can, Maricopa, Casa Grande, there's brand new homes. You're looking in the 325 range,
Right.
350 range. So.
Yeah.
It's just, do you want to live out that far?
Yeah.
Can you live out
you
that
live
far?
out that
If
far?
you're working
Yeah.
remotely, you can.
Yeah.
So,
They've got some great schools in Queen Creek. Eastmark is a great master plan community down there that we've had clients build in.
it's in Mesa, right?
No, it's Queen Creek. Well, it's kind of on the verge.
Yeah, it's in
there's-
between, right? Okay.
Intel is a big employer out there. It seems like there's a aircraft employer out there too.
Boeing, maybe?
Boeing. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
So, anyway.
That was according to Michelle Myers, Phoenix General Manager at Open Door. So that was some interesting information.
Thank you, Open Door.
Okay, interest rates, unfortunately, we did creep over, and these are indices. Your actual interest rate may vary, so contact your mortgage provider for the actual rate you qualify for.
Okay, what do you got?
30-year, 3.542. Boom. 15-year.
So it begins.
Still very attractive at 2.630.
Yes.
VA is over 3 now, pretty solidly, 3.313.
3.3, okay.
So it's happening, folks. We're seeing interest rates
is.
creeping up.
You didn't give us our last week's, our change over change.
Well, again, I didn't bring it out with me.
I
I'm
don't
sorry.
have it. That's all right. I'll try to put it up on the screen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Valley-wide inventory, pretty far down there, 5,518. And one thing that I'm seeing this year that's a little troublesome is that normally the first of the year, as soon as January 1st ticks off, we get an influx of new listings.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting.
Especially our active adult communities. And boy, it's not happening this year.
Today? Okay.
People are not listing their home for sale, so it's going to make for a challenging, we'll see. Maybe everybody's just late to the game. We'll see.
Maybe so. Yeah.
Peoria sitting at 170 homes available, and Surprise 198.
Okay.
Trilogy at Vistancia has 10 homes available. Most affordable 499,900, and the most expensive 825,000. Although there is a new $1 million listing that will be coming on. Vistancia Village also has 10 homes available. The most affordable 450,900. And that is one of the townhomes.
Yeah, it is. I know. I saw that today.
It's amazing how much those are going for now.
Yeah, I had a buyer search set up for Vistancia, and I noticed that they hadn't gotten a home recently, and it was because they had their budget set. There's been a couple over the last week and a half that I've checked back. Why aren't you receiving houses? Why, I set up these automatic emails so you get that property update right away. And I realized, they haven't gotten anything. And it's because the market's changed, and it's outpricing what they had their budget at before.
Right.
Thankfully, we have some of the Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac have raised their loan limits, so that's good. So.
But your budget is what your budget is, and
yeah.
So
yeah,
it's kind of pulling in both directions. Price in our area anyway is going up, and interest rates are making less affordable, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Okay.
I derailed you. I think you're on Blackstone.
Yeah, Blackstone still has one. It's $1,430,000. Did I finish? Vistancia Village, the most expensive home in Vistancia Village is $850,000.
$850,000, yeah.
Okay, moving on to Portobello, they have 6 homes available. The most affordable, $499,900. $825,000 tops the list.
Okay.
Sun City Grand has 25 homes available, not very many. Most affordable, $219,900. The most expensive, $886,500. Sun City West has 38 homes available. Again, not very many for a community that large. $260,000 the most affordable, $935,000 the most expensive. Finally, Westbrook Village is sitting at 8 homes available, $350,000 the most affordable, $528,500 tops the list.
All right, Westbrook.
All right, well that is our report for this
yeah.
week, and hope everybody has a blessed rest of the week, and Fantastic
Let us know what you think about
weekend.
those interest rates going up.
Yeah.
Or if you're a buyer considering buying, would this scare you? Would you,
Does it
or
put
would it hurry
pressure
you
on
up?
you
Yeah.
if you're on the fence, is it putting
Yeah.
pressure on you, or are you going to say, you know what, I'm just going to sit tight and
I'm
wait?
just gonna wait.
Be interesting to hear what
Yeah.
the consensus is on that. So,
Yep. Or if you're a home seller and you haven't put your home on the market yet, that was another question we raised. Why not now?
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now's the time. Could be a hot January and February with low inventory and the pressure on buyers to get out there and get it done. So,
Put it in the comments below so we know. Make
Okay.
this a little more of a dialogue.
yes, absolutely. All right, that's all we have. We will see you again next week. Take care. Volume. It's absolutely freezing in here.
Do you need me to turn up the
Are you
heat or
saving for a
something?
cruise or something?
Yes, I am.
So we get no heat the rest
No
of
heat.
the winter.
It's 72 degrees in here.
Feels like 52 degrees.
I'll drink your coffee.
I like coffee. All right.
All right.
Are you ready to roll?
Now we'll have to say excuse the mess behind us.
Oh yeah. Christmas is almost broken
Weird
down.
Christmas tree back here.
All right. Can we get the show on the road?
Yeah.
Good afternoon. It's Robert and Julia Miller with the J. Patel Group and Rebank Real Estate with another exciting real estate update.
Neither one of us.
Episode number